Come on, think about those two now. Let's go and check. That's a 56 and 110, and the next one was a 62 and 122, right? Let me take you to the next one. There it was 36 and 73. Then we had 124, 248, and the last one was on page 2, 113 and 225. What have you found? What have you found? Right? Let's just see. We measured the angles. We may be correct, we may not be, because the lines were not very thin. They were thick lines. So 1 or 2, if it's plus or minus, you don't really need to worry. Okay? What have you found? After looking at those angles, one angle was big, one angle was small, fine, but try and think very carefully. Let's look at the first one only, 36 and 72. Do you agree? 36 was double the 72. Watch there. 72 was double the 36. All right. Let's look at 56 and 110. Double 56, you may not get 110, but 110 is very close to twice 56, right? Then if you look at the next one here, 62, double it, you should get 124, but we just got 122. All right, so the star was in fact double the dot. Okay, so that's the observation we got from page 1. Let's look at page 2 also. That's a 36. That should have been 72, but we are very close. Come on, right? So 36 times 2, you should have got 72. If you got it, that's great, right? Let's look at the next one here. That's 124. We got 248. This is spot on. This is great, because 124 double, you got 248. All right, this is great. And look at the next one. It's a 113. If you double it, you should have got 226. If you get 225, it doesn't matter. It's not bad, right? So the last and final now, your job is to write down what you have found, right? Write down in mathematical words what you actually have found. You can say the star was double the dot. Nothing wrong in that, right? But let's just use a little bit of maths and then see how it works. Okay. This statement actually is this. Let's just go to the first sum here. The first sum was, you have the point L, you have the point D there. Let's just go a bit back. Now, do you agree that's the center point and this is the arc? Now, this arc is actually making, that blue arc, thick one, is making an angle at the center. The same arc is making an angle at the circumference. So now, because both angles are made by the same arc, there is some kind of relationship. Let's just see what it is, right? So we say the angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference, right? Angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference. So that's what we actually found in all these sums. Okay, everywhere it's the same thing. But let's look at the second sum. This doesn't seem to be like the one that we did first one. So you need to consider this angle here. Let me just highlight the arc first. That is the arc you need to look at first. All right, and then turn the whole picture like that and then see. Do you agree this arc is making an angle at the center? This arc is making an angle at the center, and that angle was 248. Well, it is upside down, right? It's a 248. Now the same arc is making an angle at the circumference, which comes to be 124 there. So you need to know that the angle at the center is always double the angle at the circumference. But these two should be made by the same arc. Those two should be made by the same arc. Okay, so that's the observation. We need to write in words now. Okay, same thing happened in page 3. Well, we didn't really see page 3. I will take you through page 3. Let's just look at page 3. I think you all got page number 3 there, right? I just gave you here a hint. What is the angle on a straight line, right? It can be on a line or it can be under the line, doesn't matter. A straight angle is 180. So that angle there is 180. Now the same arc here is making an angle there. So that comes to be 90 when I checked. So 180 is nothing but double 90. So do you agree the same rule can be applied here also? At the same time, we can change this rule as the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. The angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Okay. You can also make an angle here using the same m and n. Let's just join that and join that also. So do you agree that angle should definitely be 90? So the second rule is angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Let's look at the next sum also on the same page 3. So that angle below was 180 and the angle at the top was 90. So angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So those are the observations you should have got by now. Write them in words, please. Now, how to write them in words? That is very, very important. So let's go and write in words. The first law that we found was, please copy this, right? Angle made by, angle at the center, angle at the center, watch the spellings please. Angle at the center is twice, angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. All right, at the circumference. Watch the spellings please. Okay, angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference, but there is a law here. What you need to know, these two angles are made by the same arc. So let's write that inside the bracket, made by the same arc, okay. Well, the textbooks will say many things. It can also be like angles in the same segment, you know. We come back to that in a minute. So that's the first observation. Let's look at the second one. What we said in the second one, let me take you back there. Second one was the angle in a semicircle is always 90, or angle made by this line. By this line, you all know the meaning of this line here. Let's go back to the keywords please. We call that line as, you got it right, lovely. So the angles in a semicircle should be 90, right? That's the second law we have learned. So let's write that second law here. Angle in a semicircle, angle in a semicircle, angle in a semicircle, right, sorry, all right, I think we are on the screen. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle, is a right angle. So those are the two observations we have got.